ठीक है बेटा। So in the third important season of cycle of seasons, we have to understand here the longest season, and this season is for 4 months. Longest season for 4 months. So what are the temperature, air pressure, winds and precipitation conditions here? As we have already learned that this North Indian plain is having the emergence of monsoon trough. This monsoon belt monsoon trough and this low air pressure belt or monsoon trough is so strong and its intensity is so high that not only the air from North Indian Ocean, but air from South Indian Ocean in this direction, southeasterly trade winds. These southeasterly trade winds are crossing over equator, and after crossing over equator these winds take the southwesterly direction. That's why this season is known as southwest monsoon season. And when these southeasterly trade crosses over equator, this very humid and warm and moist belt of Indian Ocean, they pick up huge amount of moisture from here, and with this huge amount of moisture, they enter in the subcontinent. So here the southwest monsoon is having two branches. In two branches, the southwest monsoon enters in India. First is Arabian Sea branch A, and second is Bay of Bengal branch B. So branch wise let us study it first. The main branch of Arabian Sea branch strikes to the Western Ghats, and the steep side of Western Ghats pushes this branch up, and after condensation, huge amount of rainfall is caused in western coastal plains and western sides of Sahyadri or western sides of Western Ghats. And rainfall is here more than 200 centimeters. Average annual rainfall over 200 centimeters. In some pockets here around 400 centimeter and above 400 centimeters. So this is the area of very heavy rainfall of western coastal plain. Now next branch of Arabian Sea branch enters through Narmada Valley here in this direction, and after entering through Narmada Valley, this branch is forced to rise up by the central islands, and central islands make this branch to cause rainfall in this area. Here is also ample supply of rainfall by this branch. But when, let us discuss, when this branch of Arabian Sea branch, after striking to Western Ghat, descend down this way. After crossing over Western Ghat, this branch is descending, make the descending air, and this descending air, as it is coming down, it becomes warm, and this hot air does not cause rainfall, and in this area the rain shadow area is caused, that is area of low rainfall. Rain shadow area, and just after descending down here, then under the influence this branch also start to move like this and join this branch here in central islands, and rainfall is caused by this branch in central islands. The third branch, so this is branch 1, this is branch number 2, and then third branch take this side. This is third branch of Arabian Sea branch. So this branch enters in the Saurashtra region, this Saurashtra peninsula here, and then enters in Rajasthan. But because mountain Aravalli is parallel to this branch, so this branch reaches parallel to Aravalli mountain, and western Rajasthan, these parts of Rajasthan receive low rainfall by this branch, or negligible rainfall, or very low rainfall by this branch. Now let us see what happens to the Bay of Bengal branch. Bay of Bengal branch, first this strike to Arakan mountain, and after striking to Arakan mountain, take this turn southeasterly, and one branch like this south to north here, and one branch like this, and just some under the influence of these southeasterly winds, some winds take this turn in this area. So let us study this one branch of this Bay of Bengal branch directly strike to the Meghalaya plateau, Garo and Khasi hills, and in this area, Garo and Khasi hills, the rainfall is heaviest in the world in Mawsin Ram, because Garo Khasi hills make the funnel shaped valley here, and due to the funnel shaped valley, this Mawsin Ram and this funnel shaped valley. When in this funnel shaped valley, the moist air enters, so this Mawsin Ram becomes the area of, becomes the place of heaviest rainfall in the world. Mawsin Ram, the area, the place of heaviest rainfall in the world. So this Small branch cause heavy rainfall here, and just I told you this branch after turning here, they take south to north turn, and under the influence of Himalayas, two branches are formed. One branch is this, and other branch this, east to west. So two branches of Arabian Sea branch, one moved towards the Brahmaputra Valley and caused rainfall in the northeastern areas and heavy rainfall in Arunachal Pradesh and in the lower part of the Brahmaputra Valley. And other branch which turned to the western side, they cause rainfall in entire northern plains or Ganga Valley. One fact to be understood here, that as this branch move from this east side to west side, east to west, particularly in Ganga Valley, the amount of rainfall decreased from east to west, because as this branch enters in Bengal, Kolkata receive heavier rainfall than Patna here, and then Patna receives more rainfall than Allahabad, and Allahabad receives more rainfall than Kanpur, and Kanpur receives more rainfall than Delhi. Delhi, Kanpur, Allahabad, Patna, and Kolkata. So this fact is understood here. As this branch move from east to west, amount of rainfall decrease. Near Delhi and in western part of northern plains, the two branches mingles up here. In this area, the two branches mingles up, and a combined branch then cause heavy rainfall in this western part of Himalayas. In western Himalayas, heavy rainfall is caused by the combined branch of Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch. But when this branch, after crossing western Himalayas, enter in northern part of Kashmir, this area is further the rain shadow area. This Ladakh region is further rain shadow area. Rain shadow area. So this is the complete story of southwestern monsoon season, southwest monsoon season or rainy season in our country. The lowest rainfall by this Arabian Sea branch, sorry, lowest rainfall by this Bay of Bengal branch reaches is caused in this western part of Rajasthan, because by this area this branch becomes almost dry in eastern side after causing rainfall, when ultimately in extreme west when it reaches here, this branch has become already moistureless or dry. Now, how this system starts? In Kerala coast, 1st June, the monsoon strikes in Mumbai here. About 10 June, the monsoon starts here, and in Kolkata also about 10 June, the monsoon starts here. And when these monsoon winds suddenly start in India, and under the influence of easterly jet over here in the upper atmosphere, suddenly the rainfall is caused and by thunder and lightning, and when this heavy rainfall, heavy downpour of water start in the beginning of the June in South India, this is known here the burst of monsoon. Burst of monsoon. Suddenly heavy rainfall under the influence of uh, easterly jet. This is known as burst of monsoon, and by the end of June, the monsoon winds reaches Delhi, and then by 15th July, the monsoon winds engulf the entire subcontinent, every part of the Indian subcontinent by 15th July is under the influence of these rainy winds, under the effect of these southwesterly winds. So this is the complete story of this southwest monsoon season. Heavy rainfall here, heaviest rainfall in northeast India, heavy to moderate rainfall here, and as we go towards west, amount of rainfall is decreased. Then low rainfall area, this belt of low rainfall area, this area of low rainfall area, this area of low rainfall area, and rest of the country receives moderate rainfall. So now let us come to the final season, last season of this cycle of season, and that is the retreating monsoon season or the season of transition. Fourth season, retreating monsoon season, that is October and November, 2 months. So we can see this is the smallest season. Retreating monsoon season is smallest season. This is only for 2 months. And once again, let us see this monsoon trough. And this monsoon trough, which was the main region of attracting the southwest monsoon. How this monsoon trough result in the uh, retreating of the monsoon, and this is simply due to the southward movement of sun. Southward movement of sun make the shift of this monsoon trough towards the south along with the movement of the sun, and by first week of September, the monsoon start to retreat from these western parts of the country, from Punjab, Haryana, and western Rajasthan. And by 15th September, the monsoon retreats from Delhi, and by the first week of October, this monsoon trough shifted to the northern part of Bay of Bengal in this area. So by the month of October, from entire North India, the monsoon retreats back. But in first week of October, I mean by the first half of October, though monsoon has shifted from North Indian plains, but still because land is moist and bright sunshine starts to attack this area, because clouds are not there, bright sunshine and moist land is related to the oppressive heat here. The humidity is high in the air, temperature is sun is shining brightly, and these conditions of high humidity in the air and bright sunshine cause the oppressive heat in this part of plain. Oppressive heat, and this is known as October heat. October heat in North India. But in later half of the October, suddenly temperature comes down during nights, and this transitional season of from southwest monsoon season to retreating monsoon season is start. This is the season of transitional period from rainy season to retreating monsoon season or dry season. And by the month of November, this monsoon trough, by the month of November, this monsoon trough has shifted here. And here this monsoon trough catches the tropical cyclones which are originated in the center of Bay of Bengal, and these tropical cyclones becomes the most important feature in these coastal areas here. The three thickly populated deltas are the main area of attack by these tropical cyclones. The Kaveri Delta, the Krishna Delta, and the Godavari Delta. Godavari Delta, Krishna Delta, and Kaveri Delta. So, in these deltas, the destructive storms caused by these tropical cyclones are hitting with severe strength, and along with heavy rainfall, sometimes very strong winds, thunderstorms attack these deltas, and these deltas are become the target of destruction of these tropical cyclones, mainly in the month of October and November. Sometimes these cyclones can reach up to this Sundarban Delta, and even the this is Mahanadi Delta in Orissa coast, West Bengal coast, and sometimes even up to West Bengal. These cyclones can reach up to here, but their frequency is more intense, and they are frequently striking to these coast of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh only. Sometimes even the cyclones can come in Arabian Sea also along western coast, but their frequency is very poor in these areas. So, in this transitional season or retreating southwest monsoon season, different conditions we can mark in the subcontinent. That's why this is known as the transitional season and the retreating monsoon season. Now, one main fact I want to discuss here, the features of southwest monsoon season. Important features of southwest monsoon season. Main features of southwest southwest monsoon season or rainfall. These important features, first of the important feature is this, that in this season every part of the country gets rainfall. In this season, every part of the country receives rainfall. Maybe any corner of Kashmir or any corner of Arunachal Pradesh or any corner of Rajasthan. There is no part of the country where rainfall is not caused by this season, in this season, or by this southwest monsoon season. The first important feature of this monsoon season is that every part of the country receives rainfall. Second main feature, that this amount of rainfall in this season is heavy in certain parts, and this heavy amount of rainfall, this heavy amount of rainfall in the country leads to floods and soil erosion and even destruction of life and property in several parts. So heavy rainfall is other feature of southwest monsoon season. Third feature of this rainfall is that distribution of rainfall distribution of rainfall is uneven. Uneven distribution of rainfall. The rainfall is caused in the whole country, but this rainfall is highly unevenly distributed. As we have already learned, in western coastal plain, heavy rainfall; in northeast India, heavy rainfall; in Himalayas, heavy rainfall, and sufficient rainfall even in the central highlands. So, in these areas, heavy rainfall, and in the same time, we have the areas of low rainfall in North Kashmir, Western Rajasthan, Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, etc., and this belt of rain shadow area in plateau. So, distribution of amount of rainfall is highly uneven. Then, fourth feature. Fourth feature. The rainy season, rainy spells are interspersed interspersed rainy spell are interspersed by dry spells. Rainy seasons are interspersed or alternated by dry spells, and these rainy spells and dry spells are mainly due to the occurrence of tropical cyclones, because these tropical cyclones, whenever they are caught by the axis of the monsoon trough, and wherever these tropical cyclones reaches, there is the area of wet spell, and which area is left by these tropical cyclones, that area becomes the area of dry spells. So every part of the country having this feature, that rainfall is not continuously occurring in even the rainiest part of the world, sorry, rainiest part of the country. The rainy spell is alternated by dry spell. So this is the fourth main feature of this season. And fifth feature is that distribution of rainfall is generally controlled by relief or topography. As we have already learned that the direction of winds is controlled by topography or mountains. So, with this direction, the rainfall is occurred, and amount of rainfall, distribution of rainfall is also controlled by topography. As we have learned, due to topography, due to relief feature of Western Ghats, this area experience heavy rainfall, but other side of, sorry, Western Ghats, the other side of Western Ghats, this area is causing low rainfall and becomes rain shadow area. And under the influence of this mountain wall of Himalayas, this entire belt of Himalayas receives heavy rainfall, and particularly this northeast India is receiving heaviest rainfall due to the mountains here, due to this Himalayas and due to Purvachal hills. So distribution of rainfall in entire country is mainly controlled by relief, and other features related to this as that amount of rainfall also decreases as we move from sea to land. Distance from the sea, the amount of rainfall decreases from distance from the sea, or roughly in general we can say that in coastal areas or the areas which are near to the sea, near to the ocean, they receive rainfall, they receive high rainfall, heavy rainfall, and as we go in interior parts of the country, amount of rainfall decreases. And best example we have learnt here, Kolkata, then Patna, then Allahabad, then Kanpur, and then Delhi. More rainfall in Kolkata than Patna, and Patna receive more rainfall than Allahabad. Allahabad receive more rainfall than Kanpur, and Kanpur receive more rainfall than Delhi. So this is other important feature of this rainfall. And other important feature we can examine here, that is the effect upon agriculture. Sixth, agrarian culture of India is directly affected by this rainfall. So this rainy season from June to September is the season of growing crops in entire subcontinent. So important effect of this rainfall is upon the agrarian economy of the country, agrarian culture of the country, and this rainy season is the season of Kharif season, and in entire part of the country, in entire subcontinent, due to this rainy season, there is the sowing season of the crops. There is no pocket of the country where crops are not sown in this season. So this is other impact and feature and effect of this rainy season, of this rainfall. Now, last topic, which is rather interesting topic we should understand here, learn here, that is the monsoonal unity in subcontinent. Monsoonal unity in subcontinent. What is this monsoonal unity or monsoon playing as unifying bond? Monsoons as unifying bond. Monsoon as unifying bond means monsoon winds have the complete unity over this land. In the subcontinent, we can experience this monsoonal unity, complete unity of monsoon. And in this monsoonal unity, again, this mountain wall plays important role. Himalayas plays as important role. And how this monsoonal unity is experienced or registered? Number one, as we discussed now, first effect is upon rainfall. Every part of the country is having the experience of rainfall, and every pocket of the country under this monsoon season, under this southwest monsoon season, becomes the wet season. This is the wet season, and entire country is having this feature of rainfall and wetness in the country. And second important feature of monsoonal unity is on our agriculture. As we discussed now, in the entire country, under the influence of monsoon rainfall, southwest rainfall, the agricultural season start, and agricultural calendar in the country is associated with the rhythm of monsoon, with the cycle of season. Number three, not only this agricultural unity, but the unity of every feature of the country is under the influence of this monsoon. By the month of June, as we learned that this very extreme hot conditions, and the whole country is having the experience of very high temperature conditions. Every part of the country, every feature of the country, like the land, the soil, the birds, the animals, and the forest and farmer, everyone is waiting for the monsoon. So every feature of the country under this rainfall, under this rainy season, is having this unity that they are waiting for the monsoons. And when the monsoon reaches, every feature of the country, every part of the country, every element of the country respect the monsoon, and they experience the sigh of release by the entry of monsoon. Fourth feature we can see, even our festivals. Festivals in the entire country are also cycled with the cycle of rainy season, cycle of the cycle of the seasons. Just like when in rainy season, the special festivals like our that season, sorry, in this rainy season, our festivals start from Haryali Tej in Sawan, and then other festivals are following this season. And even the songs of the Indian people, the folk songs, folk dances, etc., they are also relating themselves with the cycle of season, with these uh, features of the uh, seasons in the country and monsoon season in the country. Our festivals, etc., they are affected by this. And even fifth feature is our water bodies. Our water bodies, taking from rivers, ponds, lakes, and even underground reservoirs, every water body is having the unity of monsoon, unity of rainfall, because everywhere the water is collected, and in the whole country there is the influence of rainy season, influence of southwest monsoon upon the water bodies. So these are some important features which bring the monsoonal unity in the Indian subcontinent. And even by this monsoonal unity, even by these monsoon winds, the entire culture of the people is also affected by this monsoon and monsoonal season. Entire culture is affected by the Indian monsoons and monsoonal season. So this is the important feature of Indian monsoon and monsoonal season. And one more fact, as we have been learning about this topic till now, that is the precipitation. Precipitation. Its forms or forms of precipitation. There are five forms of precipitation, and these forms we need to understand. A most common form is rainfall. Rainfall is the most common form of precipitation, and second form is drizzle. Third form is snowfall, and fourth form is hailstones, and fifth form is sleet. Sleet. So these five forms of precipitation we can experience in our country. But in rainy season, only three forms, mainly two forms are there: rainfall and drizzle. Snowfall and hailstone and sleet generally in winter season. In general, these two forms in summers, and these three forms in winters. ये मैप हटा दे बेटा ऋषु, मैप हटा दे मैप। हाँ हटा दे। ओवर क्लाइमेट चैप्टर का